Hi dear Paul and Mami-san. As you may remember, I am Anastasia from group number 44, CFO of K1 company, BI Construction and Engineering. Journey to Japan was for me very beneficial, and I opened eyes to the different small things which help me now in improvement of our team. As a first step, we decided to start with our weekly meeting, which usually takes approximately 1 or 1.5 sometimes hours. But from now on, we decided to split the meeting into the short period of times, and we have the timeline. And of course, we are discussing not all the issues of the current operational work, but only the key problems. As a second, during my trip to Japan, I realized that the trainings and play the big role in the improvement of the company. That's why me and a few of our colleagues decided to implement the special courses for the financial team. And as a starting point, we implemented the program for our newcomers. As a first step, it will be like a small video for newcomers, which is done by one of our employees, Juldus, who is now working on this, and she would be responsible for the whole program with newcomers. So as for the finance team, we also decided that the visualization is very important and can help us to save at least the time for the searching any documents or procedures on process, etc. Our accounting team already issued the few pictures which we put in on the wall on each project, with which you can easily find the appropriate document in order to save the time. Currently, only in the starting point of our journey into the lean culture, I believe that we can significantly improve our company. So slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I would also like to share my observations. As we learned, if you want to change something around you, start with yourself, set an example. Currently, we are working on that. I would like to share a few tools that I use in my work. Making notes regarding thoughts, tasks, everything goes there. Now, space has been cleared in my head and flow of new information is received differently. The second tool is implementing tasks in the moment. Also, it's a cool tool. I have noticed how efficiency was raised in implementing tasks. Feedback is provided by me very quickly. Also, I have accepted the rule to congratulate all my employees on their birthdays irrespective of their positions. There have been 4 birthdays since my arrival. I personally call them and I wish them happy birthday. It's clear that some of them have ambiguity, but both sides receive bursts of positive emotions, and we feel that become closer to each other. So, with these small steps, we continue transformation. I wish you success.
Hello Paul and Mami-san. I would like to tell you about that I started from the simplest but basic and most important thing from myself and my family, my children. This year they're turning 6 and 7 years old. Before, they were allowed to do whatever they want, and their mom was responsible for everything. But now everything changed and a new life begins for us. From the same simplest principle, we started our work on the construction sites. Clean up after yourself.
Good afternoon, colleagues. Dear Paul and Mami-san, I would like to thank you for organization of wonderful trip to Japan. I gained many insights and I have many thoughts in my head. Having arrived home, I start from myself and explain to my children principles of organization regarding DEEP in schools of Japan as well as America. And we start introducing them in our family. After that, I started using them at work. I explained to guys all the main principles which I saw in Japan. I can notice improvement in sites. We already organize gambas together with them on a daily basis. As I am a person who does sport, I understand how it is important to train regularly. And whenever I go to the sites, I always revise the principles from the time to time which I heard and observed in Japan. Also, in terms of office work, we reduced the number of meetings and consequently the dates so that it will be organized in a convenient way for everybody. In future, I think there will be more improvements. We are at the beginning of our way.
Good morning, Paul. Good morning, Mommy. Thank you for amazing Kaizen trip in Japan. It was really efficient trip for me, for my business and for my family. First, what I do with my family, I gathered my children and explain them principles of Kaizen and Meiwaku. It's interesting. I have 7 children and big family. It was normal to have this picture and this picture. But after that, after this trip, we decided to do that immediately, on time, faster, every day. We sorted this one. So we sorted all children's rooms, we cleaned it themselves, ourselves. And now it's look like this. Every day, every morning, without any talking. So, 1, 2, 3. Thank you all.
Good evening, colleagues, Paul, Mommy. First of all, I would like to thank the company for the provided opportunity to see Japan and to have a deep sense of Japanese culture. During the trip, I gained a lot of valuable experience. Having arrived home, I took note of several principles. The first principle is starting change for myself and changing on a daily basis. The second principle is to understand the processes, to improve them and not to blame employees. The third one is to put focus on quality, attention to details. The fourth one is to be an improver, to share experience with colleagues and partners. We made it a rule for ourselves before beginning of new structural design to familiarize technical, engineering, personnel, employees, as well as partners with a flow diagram with company's standards. As we say, quality is a shade of educated, trained team.
Hi Paul and Mami-san, once again big thank you for you for the mind-changing and life-changing experience in Japan. Here are some of the points that I've been able to implement so far after the trip. So here I used visualization of the goals, so everything is clear and everyone in the team is on the same page. Here I'm using the listening technique. I'm listening to everyone from my team for the new ideas. And here I'm with my partners with whom we decided to focus on 2 markets instead of 10. And finally my 2 kids whom I'm teaching by example of having no waste. Thank you.
Good afternoon, colleagues. I would like to thank the company for this fascinating trip to Lynn. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Mommy. Having arrived home from Japan, apart from doing engaging exercise at work and cleaning construction sites, I use the following principles. So, the first one is that the quality costs cheaper than the absence of it. High quality for many years serves for many years. Before, when it came to making decisions, we always choose the option which was attracting in terms of optimization, but Consequently, we suffered from our own decision made. Now, after the trip, I make decisions that differ and which follow this principle. The second principle is Jidoka principle. Now, when I arrive at Gembas projects and see that quality is not at the appropriate level, we try to stop until we find the reason of arising defects. The third principle that I use is making notes daily. I try to form my system. Of course, I can't improve it every 2 hours, but I manage to improve something every day. Good luck, colleagues! We have a long way ahead of us, but I think it will lead us to good results. Good afternoon, everyone. Nexpo Classic project, the head of this project has not to be in Japan yet. That is why after coming back from Japan, I shared my observations and presentation with the project team, and after that we started applying some of the tools in this project live. Good afternoon, Paul. Good afternoon, Mami. Good afternoon, colleagues. During our trip to Japan, we were surprised by many things, and every time when we are trying to find out the reason and we're asking a question to ourselves why, we always faced the issues with people and their attitude to everything that is happening. One of the conclusions was the following: if control system is authoritarian, then we'll never hear no from our employees. Hence, because of that, we'll never see our mistakes, and here team review of the problems can help. In the meantime, we give people right to ask any question, find answer together. We'll never criticize as well, which is essential condition, but direct and provide constructive feedback. In that way, we know what people think about along with the beer in mind that people have to feel their importance. All improvements and admired by the team because it is not possible just to say and wait till people will change. We have to give them opportunity to offer suggestions, which will be admired by them. In that way, through our own example, we facilitate change of people's attitudes to processes, also allow for people to follow us, change and lead the way to others.
Hello, Mami and Paul. I would like to start my video from big thanks to you guys because Japan's journey was really amazing. First, what I want to share with you guys is what I've done after Japan. The main thing is that I changed myself, my personal life, my vision and mission became really different. I really changed it, and it's nothing about material, it's way something bigger. And we were talking a lot that Paul, you were saying that don't try to change whole world, just try to start from yourself, right? Yes. So it's really stuck in my mind. I'm really working to change, to make a better person that I am now. And the things what we've seen in Japan, the things what we've learned in Japan, I'm just trying to, at least to a small group of people, just to pass what I've seen there, knowledge, experience, everything, and the main things what you've been saying us a lot, that why Japan is Japan. It's a training. What I want to say about training, about Gemba people, I have to say what we did at work, what I did at work. It's about really training. It's not about that we were not making training before Japan. We did, but the way it is now, it's really different. It's really different, it's deep, it's more often, and I really truly believe that training, training, training. So thank you. Bye.
Good day, everybody! I would like to share my small improvements regarding personal efficiency. So, the first thing is connected with reducing personal time killers. Things like searching for local data, scan, documents and numbers. I use text replacement function, that is the main data is put into system and works in the following way. We input text and the link to the document is formatted. If it is bank card, then put number. As an example, you can also use it work issues, render Svoha and the link is appeared 360 camera. Also, during communication with the contractors and service providers who work with us for the first time, you can also send link. It is very convenient for everybody to use the data which you need. The second improvement is concerning to-do application, which is very convenient for using regarding personal goals, also for using at work. I would like to show function of group list. Currently, payload team of the project moves to do. Records of issues are made for an application with indication of responsible people and deadlines. Consequently, fulfillment of tasks are controlled. The last function that I have found is using prompt commands and to write down the task in to-do through Siri. Unfortunately, there will not be screen sounds recording during communication with Siri. So, in that way, we pronounce task appear on the screen. It is very convenient to use when you are on the site, when driving a car, and all of this can be connected with Apple Watches, Apple CarPlay, and etc. Which means without distraction, one can input on throws task. As Paul says, clear your head as much as possible. That is all. Thank you for attention. Good day, Paul and Mami-san. Only after trip to Japan, I have realized that I am not so principled person as I thought of myself before. Now I clearly see where we lack respect, stability and simplicity. Having arrived from Japan, I noticed in Ayan and I couldn't sit at my chief's desk. Now I have this kind of round table, which equals everyone who comes at my office. Thanks for the journey in helping altering the state of consequences. I am sure that we will achieve many things. Good afternoon, Paul and Mami-san. I would like to thank you a lot for everything that you taught in Japan and to show you what we have applied so far on our project. Our morning starts with exercises. After that we plan work with partners. Having arrived home, we got together with everybody, went to the site and inspected the problem areas where we have a lot of waste and decided to solve it. At first, we went ourselves with technical and engineering personnel to set an example. Then our partners supported us and now it became our daily usual procedure. We planted trees in town. From pipe sections we made planters for them. Then we will replant them in a finished product. We also made drip irrigation from pipe sections. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. First of all, I would like to thank our company for the provided opportunity to visit Japan and Paul, Mami for organization and accompanying us during the trip. I would also like to share the main conclusions that I have made for myself after this trip. The first one is respect, as a basic of Japanese culture. Respect for people, for the surrounding source, environment, everything. I think it is one of the main principles that I correlated with the other principles of Japanese culture. It is very important not to create meiwaku for others. The second one is Gemba. We have changed our attitude to Gemba after coming back from Japan. We organize Gemba not only on construction sites, but also in offices. We analyze in detail our digital processes, try to improve them, make them more suitable for all participants. The third one is planning of short-term and long-term tasks for more efficient use of working hours. We decided to move to-do applications with colleagues, which allow to be more mobile in terms of setting and implementing the report on set task. Due to it, we managed to reduce the amount of weekly and monthly meetings and to use time in a more efficient way. Thank you all and good luck in implementing your improvements. Hello everyone, I would like to tell you about my trip. First of all, starting from yourself now, I spent more time with my family, children, helped with the household duties, and finally I was shocked how much time it takes, especially cleaning with the vacuum cleaner, and that is why we bought robot vacuum cleaner immediately to reduce the amount of household duties. Also, several years ago, after reading a book, Lean Health, I started looking differently not in my diet, but at how much food I eat overall and try to buy only those products that I will be able to eat. In most cases, I eat all the chosen food. After Japan, I am trying to teach my children the same thing as I already do. The first thing that I did at work is, as I remember, it was second or third day of our stay in Japan, and we got a negative remark regarding incompliments with requirements, and there were photos at the background. There was a mess at a construction site, and I wrote to all guys to stop all works and start cleaning it. After an hour or so, I received photos with the results of how they cleaned everything after stopping works. Only after that, they continued working. Having arrived in Tashkent, we together with the team and the site supervisor started improving reinforcement shops. We tried to visualize everything, put text and put fixtures at the bar in order, provided wheels. And now we are improving steel hashing and forming process of ready reinforcing bars, and it allowed to easy movement of them, like conveyor. We also have group chat, where we report pictures of cleaning workplace after shifts, results before and after. I have already organized 3 meetings with my teams so far after the trip. At first, I had a meeting with the main key personnel of the team, 2 site supervisor employees from technical engineering department. I wanted to share materials from Japan, and the main things that we discussed are mainly Meiwaku and respect. We all respect each other, and I asked it to guys what respect is, and where you can find and see respect. Nobody could answer this question. I personally got and answered the question in Japan only. Respect is when you don't create meiwaku, inconvenience for anybody. When you know and plan your work, when you care about your colleagues' time and provide reports on time, but not at the very last moment when you care about the quality, as nobody will have to do it again after you did, and so you don't create meiwaku problems. Then you feel respect. As we are a young team, most of the employees hold a position for the first time in the project. Maybe it is my fault that I couldn't explain them the rules of the game in the right way in time. But after meeting, when we decide that each employee will go to industrial training, and so the employee will have responsibility metrics, it helps to resolve many issues indeed. Flow work, charts of our partners, that is how they enter the project. Issues starting from the commercial offers to all the documents that they have to be familiar with. This is the first thing that we did. The main thing is that everybody is inspired and want to grow. Yarimasu, we will do our best and we will succeed.
Good day everyone. Hello, Paul and Mommy. First of all, thank you very much to you for your support, for your help to us to learn how to be the real Kaizen team. I will try shortly introduce what we did together with our team. So there is a 16 main points which we want to implement to our company. Some of them is really tough, some of them too easy to do. I know it's a long list, but we decided to start with systematical approach. So on top of that, as everyone started use the software to do, I just updated some points and continued to use the travel system. And so I hope next time when we meet Paul, all 16 points which is written down, we will do it easily. So thank you guys.
Hello to all lean addicted people. I would like to represent the improvements of working plates that we've made here in Engineering Center of Company 1. Let's go! Paul, Mommy, thank you for changing our minds. This is just the beginning of our Kaizen, and we really do remember that slow is smooth and smooth is fast.
Good afternoon, dear colleagues. After our trip to Japan, we decided to review our Kaizen, lean, and start with elementary thing, which is cleaning. The point is to get rid of negligence and to start glowing accuracy. Our accuracy implies that you should start cleaning your workplace and to show by own example. That is very important and necessary. Now I am on project mode standard, and here is the windstorm heat wave, which provides opportunity for cleaning of territory. Here is a mod standard project. You can see current condition before, after industrial works, surplus materials, negligence everywhere. Now we will start glowing accuracy. Project team show by setting examples themselves how it can be cleaned. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Mami-san, Paul. What I gained from myself from Japan is certainly clean and tidy conditions of the street, attitude to work, which we saw there is something that we have to strive to. I am very impressed by your attitude to own resources, and I want to follow this as well, that is to apply it on the construction projects. I am also fascinated by your attitude to work and the things you teach children since childhood to do your best and what depends on you. I would like to promote the mentioned values in my company. I am highly impressed by the lectures given by Mr. Amizov and the way you treat the staff and what you did. We have to follow all the examples and apply them in our company. Good afternoon. Following the results of the trip, I have prepared a presentation. We had a meeting with colleagues and discussed what we can apply here, difference between Japanese and Kazakh culture, and how we can implement all the things that we learned in Japan in our soil. The first thing that we create in checklist in short meeting lasting 5 minutes, where we discuss quality, work plans, and the change observed in the projects. Start from July is implemented all over the factory. Training on lean manufacturing as well as 3S system was introduced. Executives were included in KPI form. Regarding 3S, we make ratings. Our goal is to get rid of negligence and promote keeping areas in clean and in tidy condition, so that people start loving it. We also changed the format of Gemba implementation. Now Gembas are implemented at work in terms of specific problem. We created a new format, made a new sample of minutes at control implementation. Our main goal is to manage not on the basis of reports, but to manage at Gemba. We start work on description on the themes and creating flow of values. Also, our employees finished training at Kaizen Center in Almaty and created working group of description of company's processes. The goal is to find, reduce losses and to increase efficiency.
Таким образом начинается утро. После идем осматривать стрелки. Потом идем на линию.
Good day, dear colleagues. Hello, Paul. Hello, Mami. First of all, thank you very much for organizing such a wonderful trip. And thanks to our management who are truly believe in us that we can change ourselves and change our company much more better than today. So let me to share with you with one small thing which is very, very useful and which was discovered by me in Japan. I already started to work with my team with searching the problems, the losses in our job in terms of 3M. 3M, as you remember, it means Muda, Mura and Muri. And here you are, my guys, are share what is going on today.
Due to benchmarking analytics, we identified the main losses. However, the team capabilities were inadequate with design review of portfolio of projects.
Afterwards, we engaged in discussions with all stakeholders to understand the reasons behind these losses. We identified one of the main Muri factors, employee overload and the lack of specialists with the necessary competencies in the market.
As a result, all of this led to Mura for us. The processes became overloaded and the employees were unable to cope.
Recruitment of the employees and education of them allowed us to provide the proper balance in the workload and increasing the job satisfaction, and it is very important for people. The reorganization of the processes will help us in align and connect architectural and civil engineers to our company key results. Together we aim to deliver efficient key results with proper quality to our clients in terms of architectural and structural technical solutions. That's it. It is simple. Bye-bye.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to thank our company, Paul and Mami, for the opportunity to immerse myself in Japanese culture, lean culture. Currently, I am working on introducing improvements at work as well as personal life. I would like to share the details. Please see the following video. After the trip, I discussed with colleagues and options of more convenient work, and we agreed on the format in Trello application. Here are my priority tasks. Set the dates, deadlines, make the checklist if there are some subtasks, and here we exchange files and comments. We start day with a small plan for the day. Employee shares what plan he or she has for the day, following the priority and deadlines. At the end of the day, shares the results, what was done, and note with indication of reasons. If I'm at the Gemba or meeting, the employees share plan through WhatsApp. We work by this format, and I will improve this process in the future. Also, I would like to share some improvements at home. Every morning, I waste my time on taking vitamins from each container. It took a lot of time and I did it in a hurry, feeling inconvenience. Now, I use special container where I place vitamins for each day. Now, instead of 30 seconds, I spend only 4 seconds on it. I used to forget to take a Rubish in time, but now I prepare the Rubish beforehand and don't forget about it. Good day, colleagues. President's Park project. The improvement that was introduced in our project is that we organized for the convenience of partners' navigation, which allows them to navigate and find the right specialist without distorting other staff members. Also, as a priority is keeping areas clean and tidy. Good day, dear colleagues. Paul, Mami, hello from Kazakhstan. After Japan, it became clear to me that if you want to change something, start with yourself. And in order to be generator of ideas, introduce change, we should have clarity in mind. So we have to clear mind and try to avoid cramping our head with information overload. Our efficiency depends on the way we work with information, how we process and keep, and so we avoid many losses. Suggestions for improvement concerning working with information. I organize desktop and put files in order following priority from up to down. I am deleting unnecessary files and those files which I worked with this month and moving them into July's file reporting months. All files I worked with are saved in this file, so I sort every year and month having separate files, starting from August 2015. Each file is full. All the information that I worked with every month is saved and can be lost. Also, following example of Mifflin Factory, we developed matrix of competence on each employee, with indication of areas under performance, whether what employee knows, as well as strong and weak sides.
Hello Paul, hello Mami-san. A trip to Japan changed my attitude towards basic things. For example, not to criticize, but to show by personal example what was needed. Less talking and more listening. Constant training, and improvement. I started to fix all the ideas, doing immediately what takes less than 2 minutes. I downloaded the to-do app and structured it by category. Every day it's a new experience. Every day the team and I discuss what processes can be improved, where there are zones for development. Once a week, we sum up the results with the team. And our employees are our reflection. First, you need to change yourself. We must always remember that the main value is people. When we change the system, we need to think about people. Thank you.
Good afternoon, colleagues. I would like to thank our company, as well as Paul and Mami, for such an amazing trip. After arrival first of all, I shared the information with the team, with all BI service division. We had a very lively meeting. We have Gembas more often, Now, most of the issues are resolved at Gembas together with team. Special attention is paid to personnel like cleaners, street cleaners, plumbers, electricians, who are usually left without attention. We see positive effects in changing their own attitude. They became more dedicated. I hope that in the future we will have monozukuri when we turn each profession in service into art. Also, we changed our adaptation program. In Japan, we talked a lot about trainings, their importance, and now we formed full 10 days training combining theory and practice for new employees, managers, engineers, and 3 months on-site training with mentor, where employee can adapt experience, all processes and knowledge. Personally, I started using to-do application. It helps a lot in controlling and managing all work processes and clear my head from the stuff to work more on focus and ideas. Thank you all, colleagues. Good luck. Good afternoon, colleagues. Hello, Paul and Mommy. I would like to share with you my impressions from the trip and to show what has been done so far. First of all, I shared my impressions with the team and with all directors of companies, departments and divisions. Priority areas for improvement have been identified with the team. Don't criticize, help each other, learn from each other, continuously improve your process and standards, priority on quality, respect for contractors, go to Gemba, structure information and set standards. Using planner program for setting and controlling tasks. All the employees who receive the task are included in the planner. Performance status is also updated here. Over 20 design processes are standardized and companies' employees can improve these standards on a regular basis. The last one is to go to Gemba. We go to Gembas more often now to solve the issues on the site, which also increased the quality.
Dear colleagues, Paul, Mommy, greetings to all. First and foremost, I would like to express my gratitude to the company for providing us with the opportunity, and to Paul, Mommy, for their involvement in our upgrade through the exploration of Japanese culture. Our time in Japan has truly transformed our perspectives and thinking. To date, we have attempted to implement several improvements that we observed in Japan. And firstly, upon our return, I delivered a presentation on Japan to our colleagues, aiming to showcase how their society approaches their work at home life as a united front. Secondly, following the principle of slow is smooth, smooth is fast, we have established a regular practice of conducting daily morning meetings at 7:45 a.m. with the project team. These meetings serve to review the task accomplished the previous day and set the agenda for the day ahead, thereby streamlining and systematizing our collective work. Inspired by the principle before becoming a good leader, one must be a good follower. I have started implementing the improvements shared by colleagues in the chat. Specifically, we have organized our workspace in the shared conference room, numbering the chairs and designating their position around the communal table. We have also labeled the locations of other items. This initiative fosters a sense of order and clarity. Taking a cue from the Mifuno factory, we have created an initial prototype of comprehensive information table. It documents the number of criticism and project stoppages, the number of defects-free workdays, and the actions we have taken to address issues. While this is a pilot version, we will continue to improve upon it. Nevertheless, it has already proven valuable in visually conveying the importance of quality in our work to everyone. Collaboration and teamwork. The Japanese value collective work and achieve success through cooperation. By embracing this principle, we have reintroduced 2-second lean training for the entire team, collaboration with our partners during weekly meetings. Near the entrance of the red zone, we have placed a mannequin dresser in specialized attire. It's visually demonstrating the proper appearance for employees at their workstation. Safety and cleanliness. The Japanese place great emphasis on workplace safety and cleanliness. We have initiated a practice of partner-led cleaning on individual areas. And last one, interesting fact. After the presentation, I noticed that some members of the project team have started wearing indoor shoes, namely slips, in the workplace. Thank you for your attention.
Good afternoon, Mommy. Good afternoon, Paul. I'm very impressed by the trip to Japan. I like people's attitude to the city, to each other, to its cleanliness. Also, I was highly impressed by the children's attitude to their schools, country, how they sweep and clean their schools daily. They are eager to do it, and do it consciously to help the city to be clean. I especially like the girls' words who said during the interview, "If the surrounding area is clean, I will feel myself clean." To keep the territory clean and tidy, we made a decision to clean it daily together with farmer and a maintenance specialist. For this purpose, we leveled the site, prepared flat access roads. The second stage is that we organized cleaning schedule and together with the technical, engineering personnel and business partners organized cleaning moving gradually from department to department. All the workplace, including waste and materials, were taken out to avoid obstruction during construction and assembly works. We want to follow the example in Japan with the cleanliness when it fostered science childhood. Thank you for attention. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. I would like to express my gratitude to the management of the company, also to Paul and Mami-san for the time spent and stress that you had. The trip to Japan was very informative. I received a lot of information and impressions. When I arrived home, it took some time to structure this knowledge and analyze it. On my first days of the trip, I had a strong desire to change everything at work, at home and the workplace. But at the end of the trip, I realized that changes have to be implemented gradually and regularly, even if they are not big ones, but to introduce them on a regular basis. That is why we decided to introduce cleaning practice at workplace sites every day for 10-15 minutes, and we can see the results. First of all, we clean environment, workplace. And the famous quote says, if you want to change the world, start with yourself. Thank you.
Hello dear colleagues, hello Paul and Mami-san. First of all, let me thank you for our amazing trip to Japan. This lean journey allowed me to slow down and think about our processes and our team. Previously, we have been working just on our hunch. We developed people, we built our career plans and gave feedbacks. But after Japan, these processes acquired an even deeper meaning as they are based on such universal human values as mutual trust, respect and teamwork. And now we strive to share those meanings with our team. As for actual tools, I want to highlight the importance of efficient planning. So HR team have decided to try Trello app as a new productivity tool. It is extremely convenient. I can access all the tasks of my employees, add new ones, assign to performers, and set the deadlines as execution in Trello. Thank you once again. Good luck, everyone.
Hi Paul, hi Mami. First of all, I'd like to say thank you for amazing trip in Japan. It was very useful for us. So my improvement started with my workplace. Before the improvements that I actually already did, I had this T-shaped table in my office. This is pretty common for most of offices, I think, in our building. First of all, I don't like that it's too big. It's really big with a lot of empty spaces and empty surface, which I'm not using at all. Second one, the concept of this table is like, you see there is one big person who are sitting here and two small chairs for the visitors. So it's like they are not equal, they're not in equal position when they're talking about the projects or some processes that we have in our company. So I decided to change the situation in my place, and now we'll see how. So now I got this round small table and 5 absolutely equal identical chairs. Now by that you see, because it's round, it means that everyone is equal. Everyone has the same rights, same opportunities to speak about projects, to speak about process, about everything that we have here in BI. And even the chairs, you see, they are equal. So it's also like about the strengths of this philosophy that I took from Japan. And also you see that this table is small, so that means that now I have more space for walk, but not this empty space which I'm not using at all. That's actually already a lot of colleagues who said that it's very good, and a lot of colleagues like this concept and like this philosophy, and already said that they try to do the same in their offices. Thank you.
Good afternoon, colleagues. Good afternoon, Mami-san and Paul. After the trip to Japan, we made a lot of conclusions and had a transformation inside and changed the way of thinking. Having arrived in Almaty, we decided to start implementing all the things that we learned by small steps. I would like to show a few moments that we are focused on. The first one is praise of employees, distinguished with good work. We send the information to group chat on a monthly basis regarding critical and positive remarks and usually congratulate employees who did their best and showed good results during the month. The second moment that I would like to show is quality board like Minfun Factory, where we fix the number of negative remarks stopped issued by the departments of engineering, supervision, SAE department, and one can see details of how many negative remarks the partner received and in center. As you can see, it's placed on the wall of the head office near the entrance. Each employee or business partners can see it, especially directors. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. I would like to express my gratitude for such a wonderful trip to Japanese culture. I have chosen 3 principles for myself: Meiwaku, Kaizen, Gemba. Let's start with Meiwaku respect culture in office. We put the sign in the office saying "put things in order after yourself." Put the chair in order. Now it is followed by everyone and employees became more disciplined. The following thing is that we implemented Meiwaku at site. Implementation on information science. Let's see the following video that we made for you. The next one is to follow Kaizen principle at workplace. This is my workplace. I made a habit to go to Gemba on a weekly basis, where we solve the problems at the place. I took notes on the words for myself that say, don't manage following reports and records, but manage with the help of your legs, go to Gemba. Next improvement that colleagues shared, I would also like to share Microsoft To Do. Good tool. We trained executive staff on how to use it. It motivates to be disciplined. The main message in that our head is for ideas, not for keeping notes. I would also like to share useful program. Tool in a Google Pro allowing to plan organization on construction site, cable routing diagram, etc. without servers, design engineers. Thank you all. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. I would like to thank our company for the opportunity to see Japanese culture with my own eyes. I implemented the principles for myself after Japan. The first one is to be a human. The second one, not to create meiwaku, which annoyance, trouble for others. Third one is garimasu, which means whatever you do it 100% and try your best. I would also like to share experience of implementing improvements in my project. We start our morning with doing exercise with HEC instructor and providing job orders. We create the chat, Lean Group Direction 3, where we discuss examples of our improvements. The best improvements are sent to Kazlin chat for further consideration. We also use To Do application actively for setting goals, controlling responsible people and deadlines of the tasks. We have internal meetings with our project team and discuss improvements, also what we can improve in our project. Good day, colleagues! I would like to express my gratitude to the company, Pal and Mami, for the time allocated for us and providing opportunity to see special aspects of Japanese culture. After the trip to Japan, we managed to save our time by using the compressor, which is filled with plaster blend and sprayed on the walls. This work can be done by only 2 people, where one sprays and the second levels the walls. It saves a lot of time and our resources. We have also implemented 3S principle in cleaning territories, workplace by each partner, and own workplace twice a day, in the morning and in the evening. Thank you for attention. Good afternoon, everyone. Let Flagman Company present the area of Lean area, which we named BI Helping. Surplus materials shouldn't be considered as a waste, but should be kept in special room notifying the manager beforehand. This idea helps people to use materials and tools free of charge. This idea was generated following the request of the clients who asked about surplus materials. Also, it allows to increase company NPS. Second one is lean attitude to construction materials. Instead of blocking of construction materials, it is better to share them with your neighbors. Good afternoon, colleagues. I would like to express my gratitude to the company, as well as Paul and Mami for organization of the trip to Japan. After the trip to Japan, I started implementing Lean at work. Namely, I used to-do applications and plan my day. Working day starts with morning briefing and warm-up exercises. We clean workplace after working day on a daily basis. We introduced a rule with the project team to celebrate birthdays within the project and colleagues. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Paul and Mami. I would like to express my gratitude to the company, as well Paul and Mami, for directing, educating, helping us. We are eager to learn. Paul, I would like especially to thank you for showing real examples. After the trip to Japan, I decided to start with the basic and important thing is to get rid of negligence. I hope and try to set an example for others, so that they will also follow me in promoting clean and tidy environment. I am already trying to accustom surrounding people to it. I think we will succeed. We are at the beginning of our way. Let's start today's meeting with the problem we faced yesterday regarding update of 1S configuration in sales department, namely the start of 1S server. Let's discuss yesterday's issues. Yesterday we received the sent letter, a little bit later we'll attach to the letter for keeping it. Today we will have tests regarding exchange. Hi Paul, Mami, colleagues, I want to share that we managed to implement first, daily cleaning, 15-20 minutes a day, without fanatism. In small steps, paying attention to the details, in 40 days, without loss of working time, we got an excellent result. Second, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. I think a lot of useful things can be taken from this. In our case, we start using this in production, rearranging the construction schedule with a parking lot of a 5,500 square meter in the first place, in order to work on a flat concrete platform for the rest of the time. Advantages: clean and level area, a perfectly level place for storing materials, reduction of related work in cramped conditions. Good afternoon. I would like to thank company, Paul and Mami for amazing immersion into Japanese culture. After the trip, we made a presentation with colleagues. First of all, I showed it to my family and close relatives, and after that to colleagues. I shared the main things that impressed me, regarding the things that have been implemented. I reconsidered my notes and replaced some notes into to-do application where I added structuring of tasks. Colleagues liked the suggestion. Now, we are considering the options of introducing a technical department. We cleaned and put the workplace in order with colleagues. Each workplace has been provided with headphones, so colleagues do not distract each other during meetings. We arranged meetings lasting 5 minutes in technical department following the list of tasks for day and week. On Friday, we see the progress following the results of the week. We also put things like textbooks, copybooks in order on the shelf and desk with my elder son. Now we prepare clothes in the evening for the following day, so as not to waste time in the morning. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. Let us introduce small improvement by Alfred Zaman project team, temporary fencing. After the trip to Japan, we implemented this kind of simple fencing on a construction site. We just made of rope and rivers providing fencing of temporary sectors so as not to go to beyond the boundaries. The next small improvement after the trip to Japan is providing comfortable conditions for our guests, namely executives coming from Astana Corporate Center. After coming back from Gambas on site, we usually have dusty boots and trashers, and so I made this improvement in the toilet room. I organized this corner spending around 4,000 tenge on it and filled with personal care items so one can polish boots. Clean ears after visiting construction site, and as we usually have dust storms here in Atrau. Hi everyone, Ruslan Bigalimov, Arena Park. I would like to share my improvements on the Arena Park project. The first thing that we noticed in Japan is daily meeting lasting 10-15 minutes. They are short, fast, and we start them at 7:45 and then finish it at 8 AM. Along with that, we have essay training on the site. We had it all before, but we didn't use it to do it regularly and systematically, usually at different time. But now, we gather at 7:30 and have a meeting 7:45 every day. The second moment is our green zone. We have special weather conditions here. Almaty, Turkestan is south region, and you can see ballast, loose sand here. We always struggle with it. Pouring and watering helps only for 2-3 days when it is hot weather. We have decided to negotiate with the partners, receive commercial offers from them and saw what each of them can do starting with asphalt. After that we analyzed it and made the decision to take the asphalt which is collected from our Almaty streets, that is already used asphalt. In terms of price, it is much cheaper than rock, stones or ballast. So, we leveled the territory which is 1,800 square meters by this asphalt. We also increased the number of parking lots from about 63-65 to 85, almost 90. So, finally, we managed to get rid of the sand. Now, we enter the site with the favorable, comfortable conditions. The third moment is that we installed a shower room with 15 separate cabins. We usually have a long queue here as people need to have a shower in the afternoon and the evening due to hot weather conditions here in Almaty. The temperature here can rise up to 39-43 degrees. It's been 3 weeks that we have heat wave and having a shower helps us to cool and continue working. We laid the same asphalt as mentioned in the red zone. We had a problem with the mixer machines, dumping trucks working on the road. There was a lot of dust in reinforcement shops, and reinforced concrete builders always suffered from it and didn't have proper working days. There are still areas where we have dust, but anyway we managed to solve these issues and improve. The main thing that we implement now in allocating the areas where our partners work and providing them working conditions. There are the pods, as you can see, we check them every day, also the drinking water, canteen, etc. The rest of production environment will be created in the process. I think the main task for us is to create favorable working conditions for our partners, team, technical and engineering personnel, and others who work on our site. Thank you all! Also, project team suggests making showroom zone where we can choose facade. There are decor panels, bricks, option for placing, aperture window, the window itself, the way how we will design it and also demonstrate it. So, we showed our partners, our customers, what we have in our project here. Here, we have the cover concrete screed. We will finish and show it in a few days. So, different options of finishing material will be available to see.